So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Malaysia have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bale.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Rummenigge.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Bellingham. Just about within shooting range. Oh, he has leathered that.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Cafu. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Defending of the desperate variety. Taken back almost at once. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Bale. Malaysia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Just eases him off the ball. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Well, there's the clearance. Hullet has got himself a free kick. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vieira. Van Dijk has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. A heavy challenge.
1 minute added time.
Cafu. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're already back up and he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, terrible pass. That's a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Rummenigge is always playing with legs off the post, and he's gone looking for safety. Milan have reclaimed it. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Pato under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise...
And drive! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence. And he's let fly. Rummenigge. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And here's Pato. Messi. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Milan have their second corner now. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Malaysia are looking to go forward now. Oh, that is a nice touch. Lovely ball, and a shot! In he goes again! They've scored! And late in the day, a telling moment.
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Malaysia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And it's Messi. He came in hard, very hard. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement. Aims beyond the defence. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Messi. I think we're just about done here. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's a simple one for the keeper.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Turan.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where
And
it has to
that's
be.
Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. David Villa claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for
And we
argument.
come to you now with a quick...